but they are 10 points clear of the field, and their eyes turn to September.
In conclusion,
Up the play!
G'day guys, Nate here coming at you with the round 16 review of Collingwood v West Coast, Saturday night at Marvel Stadium. Collingwood winning by 29 points, 13-10-88 to West Coast, 8-11-59. Hands down, one of the most unconvincing wins I've ever seen or ever attended. I'm going to try my best to not be overly negative in this review. I kind of want to move on from this game, just pigeonhole it, forget about it. If there's such thing as a mulligan win, this is a mulligan win. Just forget about it. There is really something about Collingwood and struggling to beat bottom sides. And this is not about West Coast or a bottom team turning up or playing their grand final against us. I'm not going to buy into this narrative in this game here. What I saw from West Coast, decent effort, and I'm sure West Coast fans and also neutral fans as well, heading into this game, if they were told by Nostradamus or Captain Hindsight that West Coast would lose by only 29 points, they would take it, regardless of how it would end up. This was first v 18th, not just first v 18th, but head and shoulders on top of the AFL ladder versus head and shoulders, or the foot of the AFL ladder in West Coast. They had us in the first half, not going to lie, but Collingwood running away with it as expected. Multiple 4-goal runs. We just could not put the foot on the throat. And this was mostly on us as well. We caused more turnovers in this game as well. Very disappointing. A lot of key moments in this game where just basic unforced errors playing as turnovers. I'm going to call them unforced errors because these were just basic skill errors. The handballing, so many over handballing runs and failing to execute a handball. A fucking handball as well. The first quarter was a joke. We got smashed in stoppage clearances. We were beaten all around the ground in the first quarter. It was very surprising. And West Coast kicking 2 goals, 6. But I'll give credit to Craig McRae in his press conference last night. It was 4 points, not style points. So thank you, Craig McRae, for that outlook. And also thank you to myself as well for sleeping on this. I was actually thinking at the game that I was going to come home and immediately do my round 16 review. Now, thankfully, I got home just before midnight. Well, not thankfully for this review, but just for my personal sanity in regards to this win, as well as getting home very late. And also having internet issues and overall technical difficulties today recording this review. So I just want to move the fuck on from this game. I will mention some few positives as well. Firstly, Brody Myercheck, game 150, kicked 2 goals. Could have kicked a few more as well. And also Patrick Lipinski kicking 2 goals and could have kicked a few more as well. Charlie West, debut, first kick, first goal. Could have kicked a few more goals as well. Now, I will say this as well. 4 key forwards simply doesn't work. And thankfully, this was against West Coast where we were able to get away with it. If we play like this against Carlton next week, congratulations, Carlton, get back on the winners list. If we play like this against Gold Coast, congratulations, Gold Coast. It's another statement win over us. If we play like this against Fremantle, congratulations, Fremantle. You're now going to be called Flagmantle. And if we play like this against Richmond, it's going to be another upset scalp for Richmond. So a lot to improve on coming out of this game. I've got one eye on Carlton at the moment. But yeah, I don't really want to talk about this game too much, but I will go over the 10 points I made in my preview video and what I wanted to see out of this game. And I think it's a good little illustration and highlighting as well, just what worked, what didn't work, and an overall grading and rating as well of this game. So in my 10 things I wanted to see in this game, firstly, win the clearances, which we did, plus 12, plus 6 in centre clearances, largely because of Scott Pendlebury, and plus 6 around the stoppages. We were not decimated, but minus 4 or 5 in stoppages or stoppage clearances at quarter time. And even during the second quarter as well, the Eagles were particularly good around stoppages and also with their run and carry game. But plus 12 in clearances, we got away with that. We also won the contested possessions, plus 17. We were trailing contested possession. It was actually even, contested possessions at halftime, so plus 17 in the second half. We did continue on our improvement on set shot accuracy, or just overall shot accuracy, The first cross, though, was we had 10 individual goal scorers, not 11. It's a little bit harsh, but I think it's going to contribute to my overall rating in this game. 10 individual goal scorers. No one kicked more than 2 goals from us in this game. Myercheck, Lipinski kicking 2 goals. Not too sure who else kicked 2 goals, but 10 individual goal scorers. No one kicked a bag of goals in this game, unfortunately. We did keep the West Coast Eagles goal efficiency to under 20%. This was at 16%. Just 8 goals for the game for West Coast. We also kept West Coast to under 60 points. We were pushing that. We were absolutely pushing that. West Coast Eagles a little bit disappointing in front of goal as well. Solid contributions from one of the following: Bobby Hill, Dan Houston, Lockie Sullivan, or Hoskin Elliott. I'm going to be generous and say I saw some decent performances from Sullivan, Hoskin Elliott, and Dan Houston as well. Sullivan kicking a goal in the final quarter. Wasn't good with disposal use, but he was getting himself or putting himself in positions to be involved. Hoskin Elliott, 90% disposal efficiency with 11 disposals. I think it was an ineffective handball. I'll have to double check, but 90% disposal efficiency from 11 disposals, 10 kicks, 1 handball. And I think every kick he made, or every kick, was efficient from Hoskin Elliott. And Dan Houston in the second and third quarters was particularly good, kicking a goal late in the third quarter, or the last kick of the third quarter. That goal alone, solid contribution. This dot point, though, was largely on Bobby Hill. Unfortunately, Bobby Hill was a late out, personal reasons again. Wishing Bobby Hill all the best and whatever's going on with him and his family at the moment. Hopefully, Bobby Hill is able to return to Collingwood and also training and also be able or be available for the Carlton game. We lost the first quarter, so 0.9, scratch that out. And winning this game by 40 points minimum. We won this game by 29 points. Now, granted, we could have won this game by a little bit more, but 29 points. I mean, at three-quarter time, if you told me we would win this game by 29 points, or if you told me at quarter time or half time we'd win this game by 29 points, I would take it. And we also could have won by a little bit more as well. Just unbelievably, just the basic turnovers and the skill errors and the basic fundamentals just weren't here for this game against West Coast. Probably the second worst performance all year. The opening round game was the worst. Now I didn't watch the King's birthday clash, but watching it on replay, wasn't overly impressed by that game, but definitely wasn't impressed in this game over West Coast. But 4 points is 4 points. Now, granted, we are 10 points on top of the AFL ladder. Positives here. First time in 55 years, we are at least 10 points clear on top of an AFL or VFL ladder. 3 times in AFL, VFL history that we've done this: 1929, 1970, and now 2025. It's also the third time that we've gone through an entire season undefeated at Marvel Stadium: 2002, 2011, and also 2025. Now, granted, 3 games at Marvel Stadium this season. I think we played 4 or 5 at Marvel Stadium in 02 and 2011. 02 was Colonial Stadium. 2011, I think, was Etihad Stadium, or the Telstra Dome. I have to double check that. So yeah, well done there for Collingwood. And also as well, this is the 4th year in a row we've gone on a 7-game undefeated streak. Now, granted, last year we had 2 draws. We went on a 3-game win streak, had a draw on Anzac Day, then won the next 3 games there. And I think it was a draw or a loss to the Dogs after that. So 4 years in a row, 7 games undefeated streak. Well done to Craig McRae on that achievement. I was going to say a milestone, but an achievement there. Now, perhaps I might have been tossing and turning on who I thought was the best on ground for Collingwood here. With 10 seconds to go, Scott Pendlebury put his hand up. Cheeky celebration, late goal, 28 disposals, 13 contested possessions, 9 clearances, 5 of those from the centre bounce, 6 tackles, 10 inside 50 entries, 8 score involvements, and again, a late goal, a cheeky celebration as well. So Scott Pendlebury, at the age of 37, in the year 2025, has 3 Brownlow votes, most likely coming out of this game. Just the ability to just break out of, not tackles, but just stoppages as well. He did this on King's birthday, but he was doing this a lot more here. Our pressure was there, so you can't question our pressure and effort. I don't think we're able to question Collingwood's effort at all in the last 4 years. Maybe on a handful of games in the last 4 years where our effort and pressure and just passion wasn't there. It was there in this game against West Coast again. Basic skills and fundamentals and everything like that just wasn't there. It's something to study, just not being able to put away a bottom team of this nature. I started to have Vietnam flashbacks from the North Melbourne game last year and also round 4 2022 over West Coast. But it's under Craig McRae. We are learning a lot. We are improving and developing and progressing under Craig McRae. So we're learning from mistakes. We're bouncing back. We know how to respond in each situation going forward. And particularly against Carlton next week, we're heading into Friday night here against Carlton, having only lost 2 games this season. Carlton are also outside the 8, but they're in a lot worse position here compared to 2023 as they were coming up the ladder. This is a bit of a danger game heading into round 17. But just to kindly wrap up this game against West Coast, 29-point win. Let's move the fuck on. Congratulations, Brody Myercheck on game 150. Congratulations, Charlie West on his debut. First kick, first goal. Pendlebury, 3 Brownlow votes. Nick Dacos, 34 disposals, averaging 34 disposals a game against West Coast. Has probably 2 Brownlow votes in this game, unless the umpires want to be generous and give it to Nick Dacos here to win the Brownlow. We solid contributions everywhere, but you can also pinpoint moments where just basic skill errors and just little things that annoyed me in this game. But $16 entry as well. I can't really complain overall. 10 points clear on top. Let's move on from this game. Now, just looking at the month of July, the month ahead for Collingwood. Again, Friday night against Carlton. That's a 7:20 p.m. start. It's Carlton's home game at the MCG. It's technically a double header next round for Friday night games. So there's 2 games Friday night. We're also past the bye rounds as well. Thank fuck for that. 8 games to go. There's also Gold Coast v Essendon after round 24. They're playing that rescheduled game there. Again, in 2 weeks' time, we got Gold Coast up in Queensland, People First Stadium. That's a Friday night game. For me, I don't want to see us rest a few players for the Gold Coast game. It's a chance as well to improve and also face a top 8 side for the first time since Hawthorn, to be able to bounce back, not bounce back, but just show the competition that we're head and shoulders the best team in the competition. Again, beating West Coast by 5 goals doesn't really say a lot about us. Makes us a little bit vulnerable, I guess, but hopefully we're able to bounce back. Fremantle in a few weeks' time. Could be an epic game if Fremantle remain undefeated or they're on this win streak still. Collingwood hopefully still on a winning streak heading into that Sunday game. It means Sunday footy means something to the neutral fans, and also Richmond to end the month of July. That's a Sunday afternoon game. Could be a danger game, Richmond, but hopefully we're still on a winning streak, or if we have the loss we need to have, we're able to bounce back. Hopefully not an upset loss to Richmond, but again, 10 points clear on top of the AFL ladder. I'll round out this video. 3 Collingwood wins, AFL, VFL, VFLW. VFLW in 5th spot, entrenched in the top 6. Collingwood have some breathing space in the top 10 in the VFL, and we've got breathing space on top of the AFL ladder. So that'll be all for this round 16 review of Collingwood v West Coast. Thank you all if you did watch this entire video. Leave a like, or probably leave a dislike as well. It's not my best video. Leave a comment if you wish. Give your thoughts as well. I will respond to every single one of you. If I respond to you directly in a comment or just give a love heart reaction, your input and comments and feedback and appreciation for this channel and videos does not go unnoticed. Share this video, recommend it if you wish. Subscribe if you're not. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Be well, stay safe. Magpies out.